Situated at the foothills of the Himalayas, pickers harvest the autumn flush. These leaves produce some of the most well-known tea in the world. Watching closely, Raja Banerjee, a fourth-generation owner who initially had no interest in the family business. That all changed when he returned home for vacation. Plantations relied on the Darjeeling name, rarely spending much money on marketing or new technology. A decade ago, tea prices dropped dramatically worldwide, while the region here was going through massive labor disputes. Half the plantations nearly went bankrupt. What moved Banerjee was the environmental damage. Landslides were common because the overuse of pesticides devastated the soil. Banerjee decided Makaibari estate would go organic, the first to do so in Darjeeling.
So it was not really an extraordinary thing that we did. It was no intention at all. We just evolved by starting a very fundamental act, by bringing health to the soil.
Today, tea plants have been integrated along with fruit and bamboo trees and other herbs. The soil is fed with organic compost prepared on the estate.
Just look at the soil. This is fun. It's fantastic. Okay? And it's full of life.
That wasn't enough, of course. The Cambridge graduate tried to convince other tea owners to follow his lead.
I put out the story that Raja Banerjee is suffering from a bad backache, not from a bad fall from his horse, but by carrying sackloads of silver to the bank by selling his ecologically grown tea at economic prices. Then the queries started coming. What's this? What's organics all about?
Following Banerjee's lead, half of Darjeeling's tea estates have now gone organic.
But I must congratulate Sheila and her team.
Banerjee also moved to get away from Darjeeling's colonial past. 7 women at his estate are supervisors, unheard of in the Indian tea industry. With 7 villages on his estate, he also introduced daycare. We asked him if he was nothing more than a benevolent modern-day Maharaja.
History is fine, tradition is fine, conservatism is fine. But for heaven's sake, what's going to happen in the future? And to have a sustained future for you, younger men, and for your children is more important. So I don't think I'm being particularly benevolent, am I? I'm looking ahead 20 years.
By looking ahead, Raja Banerjee may have saved an industry far too reliant on the past. Jazz Johar, Global News, Darjeeling, India.